We'll start by creating a safe and cozy resting place. So go ahead and collect whatever props or cushions, blankets, or eye pillows will help you find rest, and start by making the physical body as comfortable as possible. You can lie in a traditional shavasana on the back with the palms open towards the ceiling, or you may feel more restful on your side or front. You may want to place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Take your time to arrange yourself so that your body feels supported and effortless, warm and comfortable. To further relax the physical body and prepare for your practice, let's start by connecting to the senses. Beginning with your sense of hearing, can you reach out with your sense of hearing and try to hear the farthest away sounds as possible? Just noticing the farthest away sounds that you can hear. You're hearing, seeking signals as far away as possible, and let your hearing rest on any sound you hear, just bouncing from one to the next without judgment. And then pulling that sense of hearing into your building or the room that you're in, noticing the sounds around you. Shifting from one sound to the next without judgment. And finally, drawing that sense of hearing even closer into the physical body. Perhaps noticing the sound of your breath, even the pulsing of the physical body, sound of heartbeats, stomach, anything that you notice. With your awareness on the physical body, you can notice other sensations as well. Maybe the air on your skin, the sensation of your clothing and blankets, the weight of the body releasing into the support beneath you. Sensing the volume of the physical body, its response to gravity, the sensation of softening and resting. Drawing all of your awareness even more inward, can you center all of your attention to the middle of the chest, the heart center? And just take a moment to notice sensations and emotions that might be present there. And if you can visualize at the very center of the chest, a clear bead, maybe the size of a marble, just a translucent, clear, shining bead in the center of the chest, a crystal or glass, whatever comes to mind for you. And imagine that this clear bead, calm and transparent, represents the innermost self. It's focusing your attention on it. In yoga, we would call this Atman, pure consciousness at the center of the self. You can just visualize it as a clear bead, focusing your awareness there. And with all your attention focused here, we'll begin to bring to mind the sankalpa or resolve. So with your focus at the center of the chest, you can ask yourself, what is my truest desire at this moment? And allow whatever rises up for you to come into your mind. Notice how it makes you feel. And you can choose to shape a short sentence in the present tense into your sankalpa. Or if you're working with one already, you can pull that one to mind. Once you've clarified this statement, please hold it in your mind and repeat it to yourself 3 times with sincerity and conviction. On the journey to Yoga Nidra, we start with the first of the Panchakoshas, Annamaya Kosha, the physical body, the organs and tissues that make up the physical aspect of the self. Starting by softening and relaxing the physical body by taking a journey mentally through the body, resting your awareness on each body part as you hear it named. Begin with the tip of the tongue. All of your awareness condenses to the tip of the tongue, the root of the tongue, the roof of the mouth, the floor of the mouth, the inside of the right cheek, inside of the left cheek, deep within the joint of the right jaw, the joint of the left jaw, the inner right ear, an ear canal, the inner left ear and ear canal, the outer right ear with all of its little curves, the outer part of the left ear, like a little satellite dish, the back of the neck, the axis where the skull and the neck come together, the back of the head, the crown of the head, the forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, the right eyelid, left eyelid, the right cheek, left cheek, bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, the line between the lips, the tip of the chin, and the center of the throat, the whole of the neck and head together, the volume of the head, the weight of the head, the whole head together. The right hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth finger, palm of the right hand, back of the hand, the right wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, the right armpit, shoulder blade, collarbone, the center of the chest, the whole right arm, like a wing radiating from the center of the chest, the left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, and fifth finger, palm of the left hand, back of the hand, left wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, shoulder blade, collarbone, the center of the chest, the whole left arm, from the fingertips to the center of the chest, both arms together. The right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth toe, sole of the foot, top of the foot, the ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, hip joint, the right side of the pelvis, the whole right leg, from the tips of the toes to the pelvis, the left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth toe, sole of the foot, top of the foot, ankle, lower leg, knee, thigh, the hip joint, the whole left side of the pelvis, like an elephant's ear, the whole left leg, from the tips of the toes to the pelvis, both legs together, the tip of the tailbone, the sacrum, pubic bone, navel, the lower back, the abdomen, rib cage, front and back, the sternum, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, the center of the chest, the right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, the center of the back, the back of the neck and the throat, the whole spine from the tip of the tail to the top of the neck, the spine and the head and the right arm and the left arm and the right leg and the left leg together. The volume of the physical body, the density of the physical body, the weight of the physical body, and the connection of the body to the surface beneath you. Begin to notice the natural breath, noticing the natural, effortless breath moving in and out of your body without trying to control it, not judging it in any way. Simply starting by watching the breath moving in and out of the body. Follow the flow of the breath with your awareness, knowing that, of course, the mind may wander, but if it does, you can practice shifting your awareness back to the flow of breath. And as you continue to follow the breath, as it moves in and out of your body, can you bring your awareness to the muscles in between the ribs, the intercostal muscles, both in the front and the side of the body, and also the back side of the ribs. Noticing the movement of the rib cage with the natural breath. Not trying to force your breath into the ribs, but just noticing the natural movement of the rib cage with the breath. And perhaps as you follow the breath in and out of the body, your exhalations may begin to lengthen so that your exhalations are slightly longer than your inhalations. And as naturally happens when we lengthen our exhalations, the nervous system becomes quiet, the mind quiets, and the muscles soften. Following the breath in and out, noticing the movement of the rib cage, allowing your exhalations to naturally lengthen. And perhaps the muscles between the ribs become a little bit softer. And perhaps the movement of the rib cage is a little bit more free and uninhibited. As you continue to notice the breath, the path it takes through the body, perhaps your exhalations become a little bit longer. Softening the diaphragm, the abdomen, allowing the breath to move freely in three-dimensional space. And releasing the breath awareness, we bring our attention to the eyebrow center. Noticing sensations and anything that's happening at this space between the eyebrows. Sometimes we can feel sensitive. Sometimes it feels dull. Noticing what other sensations are present at the eyebrow center. And taking this opportunity to explore Manomaya Kosha, the mental body, the chitta. Chitta vritti is the mind stuff, always flowing and shifting all of our thoughts and emotions. As we focus on the space behind the eyebrow center, in the Chitakasha, the inner space, the thought space, can we notice whatever is present there? Sometimes patterns or lights, sometimes just darkness, sometimes full, elaborate thoughts and scenes. All manner of things can arise in the Chitakasha, and they also dissolve and fall away. Can you take on the role of a dispassionate observer, noticing what rises up and falls away without getting caught up in it or chasing it, simply observing with detached curiosity. If you get stuck on any one thought, can you remind yourself that you're taking on the role of this dispassionate observer, sitting back and just watching, curious about all of the ways that the chitta vritti moves in the mind. Allow your thoughts to continue to rise up and also to fall away and dissolve. And then, as if erasing the words on a blackboard, clear away all of the active images and thoughts that might be present. And just allow your mind's eye to gaze out on the possibility, simple, void like darkness from which anything can emerge, like a movie screen. And then visualize with your mind's eye the following images with perfect detail and clarity, as if you were creating them as real objects in front of yourself. And notice how each one disappears completely as you create the next. Visualizing a many-petaled lotus, a many-petaled lotus, a beach with gentle waves, soft waves lapping a beach, the snowy peak of a mountain, a snowy mountain top, an elaborate palace, an ornate and elaborate palace, a herd of elephants, a herd of elephants, a full moon in a dark sky, the full moon in a dark sky, setting sun, a colorful sunset, a beautiful garden, a beautiful garden, a place where you feel peaceful, your own personal, peaceful place. Visualize yourself resting in a place where you feel at peace. From this balanced and rested place, you'll explore the duality of opposites, noticing the resting body, sensations in the resting body. Can you embody the sensation of heaviness? What would it feel like if your body was unimaginably heavy, pressing back into the earth, embodying the sensation of heaviness? And then the sensation of lightness, releasing all heaviness. Can you imagine the sensation of lightness as if your body almost wants to float away from the floor? Embody the sensation of lightness. And then simultaneously embodying the sensation of heaviness and lightness. To be heavy and light at the same time. Releasing that sensation, feeling the sensation of balance. And then we embody the sensation of cold. Can you imagine as if the body is cold all over, like you plunged into a cold pool, embodying the sensation of cold. And releasing the sensation of cold, you feel hot, as if you were lying on hot sand in the sun. Sensation of heat all over the body, fully embodying the sensation of heat. And then simultaneously feeling hot and cold. Simultaneous embodied experience of heat and cold. And releasing that experience, feeling balance, neither too hot nor too cold. And letting your attention be diffuse and spread throughout your whole body, experiencing balance, rest, calm. Rest here for just a few minutes. And gently shifting your awareness back to the center of the chest. You condense your attention and awareness back to the center of the chest and just notice what emotions or sensations are present there. And imagining that you can go deep within the heart center and visualize at the very center of your being a clear bead, completely transparent, unaffected by your thoughts and your feelings and experiences, pure awareness. And observing this clear, transparent space at the center of the heart, and you bring to mind your sankalpa or resolve and repeat it to yourself 3 times mentally with sincerity and conviction. And on top of your intentions for yourself, you tack on some intentions for the broader world. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashantu, Ma Kaschit Tukabhag Bhavat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all beings be happy. May all be free from disease. May all be liberated, and may no one suffer. Om, peace, peace, peace. To begin the process of traveling back from the Yoga Nidra state into normal awareness, can you mentally construct the room around you, the space you've been practicing in, visualizing the objects in the room, the colors, the lighting, furniture, whatever is around you. And as if your mind's eye is floating up near the ceiling, looking down, you visualize yourself in the room from above, your location in the space, the clothing and blankets you're using, seeing yourself resting peacefully. And pulling your awareness back into the physical body, noticing first the sensation of the parts of your body that are in contact with the surface beneath you. Sensing those contact points, the security of the support. Sensing once more the volume and the weight of the physical body, its relationship with gravity, the way it fills the space, the connection of the back of the body with the earth beneath you, and the front of the body with the space around you. And feeling awareness begin to flow into the muscles of the physical body. Slowly, you may begin to want to wiggle your fingers and toes. And perhaps rotate the wrists and ankles. And rock the head from side to side, releasing any tension that has built up in the neck. Sending your senses back out into the space, noticing the sounds in the room around you, the temperature of the air on your skin, the texture of your clothing, even smells that might be present. And then taking 3 deep belly breaths, expanding the belly like a balloon and exhaling all the air out through an open mouth. You may want to take a big stretch as if you just woke up in the morning, reaching the fingertips away from the toes. Stretch. Everything stretch, stretch, stretch. And then release. And again, reaching fingertips away from the toes, stretching the whole body like a morning stretch. Stretch, 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 and release. And gently rolling over onto one side of the body. Taking your time as you gently press yourself up to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, making movements in the spine, the head, shoulders that feel good for your body, and noticing the sensations that are present in the physical body, the quality of your breath, the quality of your thoughts and emotions after practice. And recognizing, of course, that Yoga Nidra is a cumulative practice. You may feel a lot different, and sometimes you might not, but it is a way of taking care of your nervous system over time. Bring the hands in front of the heart, thumbs lightly touch the sternum, and folding forward. Thumbs touch the eyebrow center. Hariom Tat Sat. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete.